Good afternoon, everybody. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Robles. Thank you for tuning in to Stephanie 380. I am making coconut sweet potato pie. My kids absolutely love it. I was actually looking for, and I'm going to take you guys with me. I was looking for a better alternative, like something different for Thanksgiving, and I happened across this little yummy awesomeness of a recipe, and I had to make it for the kids. So I was like, I need to, I hate sweet potatoes. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh, I hate sweet potatoes. Yes, I said it out loud. Plenty of things that I do not cook all the time, and I just don't like it. So let's get down to business. Here is 2 medium sweet potatoes. I like to roast mine because my mother she gets heartburn from the canned sweet potatoes. So, I'd rather just take 2 sweet potatoes. And what you do is you put your oven for about 375 for about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. And you take some aluminum foil, spray it down with some coconut oil, and poke it with a fork, wrap it up, put it in the oven, and stick it for 45 to 50 minutes. Take it out the oven and just peel it. And this is what you get, mashed up. What are we going to use? Coconut oil. Not only that, but coconut milk, cinnamon, nutmeg, maple syrup, stevia, and of course lemon juice, because of course I would run out of regular lemons. So let's get to mixing. And of course I have it wrote down here so I wouldn't forget, because it's a lot of ingredients. Well, not too much. So it's a half a cup of coconut oil. I have a 10-inch pie tin. So I usually 9 times out of 10 have to double my amount, because literally the pie tin is really big. So yeah. And I use a whole wheat all-purpose flour mix to make my crust, usually for Thanksgiving, and it's really yummy. And you can find it on Pinterest. I do have a Pinterest board. Just look for Stephanie Robles as well, and I'll post the recipe on my blog as well. And you can find the gluten-free crust. I realized that my husband was starting to get, he would sit there and have heartburn. He would get heartburn, and everybody would feel some type of way. So you're trying to figure things out, and when you're trying to figure things out, I was like, well, maybe you have a gluten intolerance. And sure enough, half a cup of coconut oil. They say melted, but usually if the sweet potatoes are still kind of warm when you peel them, it will melt the coconut. 9 times out of 10, the coconut oil, you can just use regular heat. Like by touching it, it melts so fast, depending on if you use really good quality coconut oil. So I have to double my amount, and it tastes really good. I don't like it, but I did try it, and it has a coconutty taste to it. And it kind of tastes like pumpkin pie, actually. It does, except there's just a hint of coconut flavor to it, which I love pumpkin pie. But you know how that goes. Trying to fool the family members in my family is pretty tricky. So, and then you take a half a cup of coconut milk. I have to double mine, so it would be 1 cup. And you can get it at Walmart. You don't have to use the regular coconut milk. I just use the Silk. It's just easier for me, that is. There goes the coconut milk. Okay, and my nutmeg, I would use a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon because I'm doubling. And there's something about using grating fresh nutmeg that it just smells so yummy. My grandmother used to, when I was little, she would have me grate fresh nutmeg with a grater. Really bad for the fingers, but awesome. In it, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, or regular, you would mix it with a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I am going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla beans, you can use vanilla beans and make your own extract if you wanted to, but vanilla beans are like crazy expensive. I actually went to Walmart just searching just to find out the difference of it, and it is amazing. So, oh, hey Sarah, I am making a coconut sweet potato pie for the kids, and the crust is like made with a 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour and then 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and then it's just using coconut milk and roasted sweet potatoes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, 1 teaspoon. Okay, 1, 2. I've already used homemade coconut oil that I got. You use a recap, a 1/2 cup of coconut oil, a 1/2 cup of coconut milk, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going on to the maple syrup. I got this at the farmer's market, so I found some fresh maple syrup, and it really does taste really different, the flavoring of it. But again, I double mine because of the simple fact that I have a 10-inch pie tin, and I have all boys, so it calls for 1/4 of maple syrup. And I do not have fresh lemon juice, so we're just going to use the bottled kind. I know. And 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Normally I gotta use 4 because, well, there you go. 10-inch pie tin. And granulated sugar. Now, they use a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, regular. I like to use stevia. And stevia, let me see. A 1/2 cup, 1 cup, 1/2 cup of regular sugar. I would use 1/4 of a cup of stevia because it is pretty sweet, which makes me happy. And it smells so good. It'll have the whole house smelling like sweet potatoes. But I'm telling you, you try it it doesn't taste like sweet potato pie, actually. It kind of tastes like pumpkin pie. That's what my family said. Per my family, that's what they said. My boys are at the age where they're eating me out of house and home, so sometimes mama gotta get to baking. And last but not least, 2 eggs. 2 large eggs. And this is how I fool my family into eating healthy because they don't like it. My dad is all the sugary guy. But we got goals, people, you know. Maybe you can trick them just a little bit. And I wish y'all could smell this because it just smells different. And like I said, my mom doesn't have the heartburn afterwards. Oh, let me show you the mix. I'm trying not to drop my phone, because that would be really bad. There we go. There's all the ingredients in there. And you put your oven for... Okay, baby, I'm coming. And you would set your oven at 350 for 45 minutes to 45 to 50 minutes depending on your oven. And when it's done cooking, when you turn off the oven, crack the door to your oven so that your pie will not crack. And then you just take it out, let it cool, and serve. I will be posting the blog post, and I'll make a video. Once it's cooked and done, I will definitely post a picture. So I would like to thank you for joining me for my mad scientist creation of a coconut sweet potato pie. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful rest of the day. If you would like to tag someone you like these videos, tag, like, share, comment. We love reading your comments. They're amazing, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.